For the Lord himself is my portion. He lifts my head in glory. For my home the Lord has exalted. He teaches me to prosper. I have come with stories to tell. I have come with testimonies. Take a look at me, you can see it. Say you can call me
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, precious one, wherever you are. I greet you. I greet you this evening because we have something to talk about. We have something to discuss. We have something to share. And today we are going to do so because it is matters of the heart, the needs and the do's and the don'ts in love affairs and relationship. To those that are already in love, to those that are yet to fall in love, to those that are married, to those that are searching, every one of you, you are inclusive. And for that matter, we have something to talk about. I take this opportunity to welcome every one of you on this platform. May you be blessed and may you learn, may we cooperate, may we share together, and I believe that we are definitely going to enjoy our discussions tonight. And so somebody put in an effort and let us all do it together. So I thank you all for connecting. And if you have, please do share, 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 and continue sharing. Share to a brother, a sister, a friend, share to your loved ones, and share to people that also want to improve on their marriage and their relationship so that we will all come to the place of discussion and then knowing. And so thank you so much for another edition of Bed of Roses Marriage Pot, Love in the Air. What can we do to sustain the love? What can we do to make it better, more sweeter, more spicier, and more beautiful to behold? It depends on the work that we put in, and not just the work, the accurate work that we put in, the efficient work that we put in. So that is why knowledge must be acquired. That is why knowledge is very important here. And so this morning, this afternoon, this evening, it is pure discussion, pure discussion. I'm just going to introduce the topic in a few minutes. But before then, let me also welcome all my listeners to Bed of Roses. You are very much welcome this evening. Take your seat. Somebody warm a cup of tea by your side. Grab your notebook and let us be in the grooving moment to share and to also contribute. Thank you so much. Invite as many as you can. Let me see if there is any comment there, and then I can take the comment. Thank you all. The first comment that I see is Mama Pat Durant. Mama Pat Durant, greetings to you, unbeatable Mama Pat Durant. How are you doing? And how is the family? God bless you. She says, good evening, my people. Good evening to you, our people too. God bless you. Amen and amen. And then we have Mama Lynn Cliff also saying, blessings to you, Mommy Reverend Doreen. Blessings to you, dear daughter. I appreciate God for your life and for joining. We go further, and I also see Mama Rebecca Owusu. Mama Rebecca Owusu says, praise be to the most high God. Good evening, Rev. Good evening to you, Mama Becky, too. If you are behind the scenes and you have not dropped a comment, please do so. Let me acknowledge you. Let me acknowledge you today. And because we are going to have this discussion, the said and the unsaid will be said tonight. And so let us all do it together. I can see Mama Ernestina. Hello, Mommy Ernestina. She says, good evening, adorable Mommy. Good evening to you, sweet Mama Ernestina, and my vocabulary woman, my vocabulary woman. God bless you. And thank God for your life. Mama Rebecca says, today is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Hallelujah. It begins from now. We bless God and we thank God. Yes, the members are all joining, and I appreciate God for your life. We have Mama Sandra Afra. Mama Sandra, how are you doing? She says, greetings, our mother and listeners. Good greetings to you, Mama Sandra. God bless you. Thank God for your life. We also have one and only Nana Dokua says, good evening, Mommy and lovely family. Good evening to you all. We do appreciate what God is about to do in our mesa. And just before we introduce the topic tonight, for those that are listening for the very first time, you don't want to leave here. You don't want to leave this dial. Please keep your dial right here and stay connected, because here is a place that you will enjoy. It's a place that you will learn. It's the place that your voice also is needed and can be counted as the one profound one. So you can join in discussion, whichever way, by putting a comment or even calling the studio number and also making your voice heard upon the topic that we are going to share. So please stay glued to your seat and let us do it as we always do, and even better and even spicier and even more open, more intense tonight. I want it to be very interesting tonight, and I'm counting on all my listeners to also bring in your input. And so thank you. Please share. to somebody, to share to somebody. Somebody may need this. As I said, it is not just for those that are married alone, for those that are yet to fall in love, for those that are in love, those that are searching to fall in love, for those that are married, whichever category you are, to the divorcees as well. Hear me, something may have caused that to happen, but it is time that it is not the end of it at all. You could still learn and then make life better. So every one of us can join. So please share, share, and continue sharing as we also share the knowledge in this topic. Now, what do we have behind the scenes? In fact, the bed has been laid and is looking amazing tonight. There are some petals on the bed, some roses, some candles by the bedside. And I can tell you some soft music is playing behind the scenes. And what do we say is laid on the bed? The topic tonight is the signs and effect of infidelity, signs and effect of infidelity. Now, last week we did a lot of talking about infidelity and then meaning of infidelity, types of infidelity. And so today we are going to go into it by knowing the signs. If your spouse or your wife or your partner is going behind you, let me just openly say that another word for infidelity, to make it simple for us, is cheating. You hear many people go around say cheating, he cheated on me, she cheated on me, he cheated on me. Another word is for infidelity. So signs of how can you tell that your spouse, your partner is cheating on you? How can you tell that that person is engaging in infidelity? There are so many signs. We are going to make it known. And then we also proceed in talking about the effect. How does it affect the individual, the one that cheated, the one that is the one that cheated, the one that was cheated upon, and both of you together? And if it is a family setting, the children and everybody at home, how does infidelity affect the family of individuals that are involved? And so tonight, I would like every one of us to bring your comment and join in. I'm going to project on the screen the studio number and the topic for tonight. So when the time comes, please just call in. Your voice will be heard and you can air your views, and then we will also discuss on that. So please do well. And the curtains has been lifted now. And then what we are talking tonight is basically on the signs and effect of infidelity infidelity. So somebody, the number to call, you call the studio number. The number to call is 0044. That is if you are calling outside the UK, you are calling from any other country except UK, you use the country code, which is 0044. If you are within UK, then it's 07941 353132. 07941 353132. Your voice will be heard and your voice must be heard on this matter. And to those of you that are calling from anywhere, you can call on using WhatsApp. You can also call on the main line, whichever you prefer. It is also okay for us as far as your voice is heard. So on the screen, I have projected the topic, which is signs and effect of infidelity. Call the studio number to contribute, 0044 7941 353132, 07941 353132. And here we are in discussion. Before we go into discussion, I will need every one of us to share. Every one of us to share. Please share, share, share. I need you to share. There are most of them that are not here because this is a hot topic that views must be heard. There are things we do not know. And I always say that wisdom is not in one person's head. It takes you and I to view our point for people to also learn. So whatever you have tonight, your voice must be heard. Your comment must come through, but preferably your voice. And so tonight we are doing it together. Share to somebody that also needs this. I believe every one of us needs this. And so that some people need it in order to advise other people. Some people need it for themselves. Some people need it for their children, their grandchildren. So we all need this topic. So please share, share, share. I want to see how many people are sharing, and God bless you as you do so. Now, let me quickly take a musical break whilst we take that moment to share, and then adjust yourself. Well, please pick a notebook, a pen by your side, and somebody grab probably a soft drink or juice or water by your side whilst we all groove together tonight on this topic, knowing knowing the details of this topic, the in of this topic, talking about signs and effects of infidelity. Let us groove now. So the song, and then we are back. This is one of the songs that I always like to play when I come on set, and so we take it. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you times two. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback look feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, with you. Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down. Relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking. You got me dreaming. You got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you beg it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio. Just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about you. Hit me up when you get this message. Hey, I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you times two. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback look feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, with you. Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lucky?
stay true.
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you beg it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused, never leave my heart broken? Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused, never leave my heart broken? I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about you. Hit me up when you get this message.
Oh yes, oh yes, what a sweet lyrics. You got me crazy, you got me thinking. Can you tell me that I'm lucky? Can you tell me that I'm blessed? Can you tell me that you will never break my heart? This is every heart's dreams. This is the dreams we all dream. Well, these are the things that we want to hear or be part of. But is it always like that? No, it is not always like that. Sometimes the heart needs assurance that wherever they are given into or whatever whoever they have given into is going to be a safe and a secure place for them. But it comes to a point that it may begin and may not end well. Sometimes too, it begins and it ends well, pertaining to the work that you put in. And that is the very reason why we are here tonight, so that you can give a promise and maintain it. You can assure the heart that loves you, the heart that cherishes you, in order for them to be very certain that you will not break their heart, you will not leave them in the middle of the sea. Can you not put anybody above me? That is the very reason why we are here. Infidelity. Infidelity. We are talking about the signs and effect of infidelity. When we talk about infidelity, what is it all about? What is it all about? I believe that for those of you that have just joined us, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining Bed of Roses. Discussions begin now. Contributions are open, and so you can come in. As is on the screen, we are talking about signs and effect of infidelity. And so, can you promise them your loved one? Can you promise, can you assure them that you will not put anyone above them? So let us go into it. Now we have come to a point that last week we learned a lot on infidelity, the types of infidelity. I gave 7 points of different types of infidelity with explanatory attachment to it, and how many people become cheating, or they do other things behind the scenes. So we spoke on that, and then we came to the point that today we are going to talk about the signs. How can I tell? How can I tell that my spouse is cheating on me? How can I tell that my husband, the dear one to my heart, has also put in somebody above me? How can I tell that somebody is engaging my wife? How can I tell that there is something wrong somewhere? And that is the very reason why we are here. Sometimes in life, I want us to know that in every relationship, there is something called red flags. Red flags are things that pop up to give you a sign that something is happening. There, it is a place to let you know that something is going on. But most of the time, Santa, either we are too busy, we are too busy to pick the signals, or we are too much in love to tell what is going on. And for whatever it is, we are going to address it. There are so many things that has been shown. Maybe your loved one is drowning in sin, but would have needed you to have reached a hand to them, but yet you couldn't see. And sometimes they are in a place where uncertainty, but yet you could not tell. And for that matter, we are going to talk about the signs that a partner is cheating or is just about to cheat on you? How do you know? How do you know? How can you tell? Now, this is all we also want to share tonight. So please open up. Some of you may have had experiences that you have more to share. Please, you can do it without telling us that it's your personal experience. You can do it by telling us that you have been through. Whichever way you want to share, at all means, please share and let us all learn. So we come to the point of defining what infidelity is, and then we go to the signs of infidelity. Please do me well and share. Continue to share. I appreciate you all. Now, last week we came to a definition. I gave about 3 or 4 definitions of what infidelity means. Tonight, for the sake of time, and then because we have already done that, you may want to watch the previous broadcast or streaming to get it. But I'm just going to give one a simple definition of infidelity. When we talk about infidelity, we are talking about an action or a state of being unfaithful to your spouse, being unfaithful to your spouse by having sexual contact with another person, having sexual contact with another person. Last week, as I went in to say, it is not only sexual what contact or sexual sexual infidelity that is only infidelity. We have different types of it, which I broke it down for us. We have the object one, we have the social one. We have so many that we talked about on infidelity. So when one is engaging in sexual activity or emotional attachment to another person rather than their or usual spouse or their no, the person that they love, it is called infidelity. Now, I want us to know that infidelity also is a marital disloyalty. When you are disloyal to your partner, to your wife, to your fiancé, to whoever you have professed love to, and yet you come to a place where you are not being honest, it is also called infidelity. Now, one of the common names or things you hear people is using is cheating. So when another word for cheating is infidelity. So somebody, oh, she cheated on me, he's cheating on me. Yeah, that is what we are talking about. To make it look a bit flamboyant, we put the word infidelity, but it is the same as cheating. So please, somebody bring your contributions as the discussions is open now. We want to talk about signs. We want to talk about signs, why signs to show that somebody is cheating. Now, before we go into the signs, I want us to tell that there are so many school of thought that marriages that have infidelity or marriages that are having challenges is because it's unhappy marriage. It means that the partner may not be happy. That is why they have the chance to cheat or not. But today I want to come to the notion or bring to the table that it is not always so. It is not always so. We have some spouse that are very well taken care of. When we talk about the bedroom, they have everything that you are looking for. When we talk about physics, about their spouse and everything, it is done deal. When we talk about satisfaction, it is there. But yet they choose to what go outside their what the boundaries of their relationship on their marriage and do the unspeakable thing or despicable things against their spouse. So it is not always that partner is not happy in their marriage. That is why they commit adultery or they do otherwise. But some of them are well taken care of. But it is just some things that we are going to make mention of it, such as habit. Some of them, there are some people that are sexually very high. Their libido is very high, and for that matter, it doesn't matter how you give them 20 times, they will want another 20 times. We have people like that, and we have people that they are going through a bit of water dissatisfaction in their relationship, which leads to what infidelity or cheating. That is also there. And we have people that are also being being influenced by friends. It's not that their spouse are not good, but sometimes they are being teased, especially when we look at the men aspect of it. Men talks, they sit down, they discuss certain things, and sometimes they can bring on the table how many women have you slept with, or how many women, or do you still have a girlfriend after you? So they discuss things, and so when they get to know that a person is being so faithful to their spouse without any other third party, they begin to tease, and sometimes some partners cannot stand it, but so they give in. Sometimes it is for just a mere bet. They just bet. They put money down. If you are able to cheat on your wife, or if you are able to sleep with this beautiful girl, then we are going to give you this. Then you are the man. You are this. So there are so many reasons why infidelity happens. It is not in the setting of just on being unhappy in your marriage, but some people have it all, but yet they do it, and some people is just a mere naiveness when they think that they are strong, when they think that they know better. By the time they realize they are down to it, and then they have done what they are not supposed to do. And in this context, where I bring the Bible quotation where it talks about we should flee every sexual immorality. Why? Is because I hear me. Sex is powerful. If you have no idea what it is very, very powerful. It is a tool, a very powerful tool that sometimes you don't need to stand in there and argue. You don't need to stand in there and make your comments. But before you do, just take to your heels and then send your comments later. If many people have understood this setting, they wouldn't have destroyed the setting of their home, the happy home that they have, the lovely woman, the lovely man that they had. But sometimes it's due to mere ignorance, or sometimes even pride, thinking that, oh, nobody can pull me down. By the time they realize, they are already down with their hands up. And so we go straight into discussion. And so once again, please bring your contributions and let us go into it. So we are talking about signs first, and then we'll get into the comment of, we'll get into the section of how does it affect the individual and the relationship. So what are some of the signs of infidelity? What are some of the signs that you can tell that this woman, sometimes they think that it is only the men. The women are dangerous. I tell you, the women are so dangerous. And I want to say that infidelity can be devastating. It can be very devastating in your relationship. It brings so much heartbreaks, heartaches. It causes trouble in the family. And that is why we have taken to ourselves to learn and then to be educated on that, so that we will watch out for each other. Watch out. Sorry for that. Watch out for your spouse and help them to be faithful to you. So therefore, what are some of the signs? We are going into it. The studio number again is 00447941353112. And so 07941353132, and then your voice will be heard. I'm going to take the first changes as we see in a partner. As we see in a partner, there are so many that we are going to talk about. But if we are able to pay attention tonight, then we will come to the place of knowing what the signs, and you can tell, and you will be able to do something about it. The first thing that I want to talk about is constant lying. Constant lying. Constant lying. When a person begins to engage in extramarital affairs or have another person to their usual spouse or partners that they have, now the order of lying become normal to them. They begin to lie even when it doesn't make sense. They can tell you things, and you can look at their face and say, whoa, this thing that they are saying, you can see that this is a pure lie. It doesn't even make sense. But to justify themselves in front of you, they lie. So you can see that the woman that you was so honest to you, so accurate and love, it begins to give you a signs of what? Lying tongue. Their tongue begins to tell you things that is untrue. In the same way, you have a man that also was so honest and so open to you that it comes to a point that they begin to lie, such as, oh, your husband becomes constantly late from work. And then when you question, oh, we have a business meeting, we have a business, sometimes they lie to the extent that they tell you that business meeting that lasts to 2 a.m. Who does that? Which company have business meeting when your husband goes to work from morning until 2 a.m. They are still having meetings. So there are certain things that exhibit. There are certain signs that you can tell that the person is engaging in what infidelity or extramarital affairs. Or if you are not married, then you must know that there is another man beside you and there is another woman beside you. So this person is not truthful enough to you anymore. They begin to lie. Why? Because you are sharing your time with that person. The time is beginning. You begin to share your time with someone. The time that is for you alone. Now it begins something that, okay, I think I lost my first caller. You can call back again. You can call back again and then I will pick aha. So please call back again. Now, the first thing that you must know that now the time that was sacred to you, the time that belongs to you alone, now is being shared. You are sharing everything of yours with another person. And for that matter, lies is the beginning of the day. The man lies, the woman begins to lie. They come to the place that the truth is no more heard in the home. But I believe that somebody, as you know these things, we are giving the signs not for you to for quarrelsome sake. We are giving the signs so that you be informed, so that you will work on your relationship before it goes bad, before it gets out of hand. So this is the very reason of learning. For some of you, by the time you spot it, you are able to block the other aspects before it gets too serious. But when we do not know, then we begin to also sit there until certain things happen. So one of the signs that I want to talk about is constant lying. The person become a chronic liar. And they lie to the extent that what they are lying about does not make any sense anymore. But they continue lying because they need to defend what they are doing. They are defending the relationship they have with what they are doing behind the scenes. So they are no more truthful to their words, no more truthful to time, no more truthful to anything. So one of the things you would know that your spouse is on the way to cheating or in the group, in the pot of cheating, is that you will know that your spouse lies a lot. He lies a lot. And so one of the signs, let me take comments and then contributions. Today we have a lot to share. So please do come in and also bring your points. I have Mama Durant, sorry. Mama Durant says, oh, what did I say? Mama Pat? No, it's not Mama Durant, it's Julie. It's Julie. Durant says the man's communication level changes towards you. He's more secretive with his phone. My God, that is the heat up of the day. That is the heat up of the day. We are going to go into it and explain more about what Julie just put down. Now, it is very, very, very true that when the man is cheating on you, they talk less. They now don't bother about talking to you about what they have gone through, what happened at work. They become withdrawn. You have just few words from them. You ask them something, sometimes they don't even answer you at all. Sometimes they do. You hear me? In the same way, whilst we are teaching on that, just to let us know that it is not every man that withdraws or every woman that withdraws that is cheating. Some of them, it is due to something bothering them. It's due to probably most of the men due to business aspect of it, and to women is due to probably the child or the husband himself troubling them. It may not necessarily be cheating, but one of the greatest signs for you to know that your partner, your spouse is cheating on you is also what Julie has put it down, that their communication level changes. They don't talk to you often. You will beg to call, you will beg for them to call you, you will beg for them to talk to you. Why? Because their focus has changed, or their focus has shifted to another person. So I pray that we will see all these signs and deal with it. We will see all these signs and deal with it. And then one aspect, as Julie is saying, that they become more secretive. When we talk about secrecy, we are talking about the person began to hide things. They are no more open to you. Let me quickly allow this scholar to also come in. And so, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Who do we have on the line?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you all.
Can somebody help me? Can you hear her? Can you hear her? If you can, let me know. Our first caller, if you can hear her, please let me know. Okay, so who do we have on the line?
Linda. My name is Linda.
Your name is Linda. Linda, God bless
Yeah.
you. Thank God for your
Yeah.
life. They say yes, please, so they can hear you. So, Linda, please pass your contribution, your comments, whichever you want to solve. Everybody can hear you.
So one of the signs for for cheating is most of the time they won't, like you said, they won't discuss anything with you, or maybe when they're always sneaking out to make phone calls. When they're always sneaking out to make phone calls, then, or most of the time they stay in the room because they know, sometimes they'll tell you they're resting, but no, they might be chatting or they might be talking on the phone. So you have to look out for that. And some of the signs too is when they don't appreciate the things that you do at home. Sometimes they give you praises, or sometimes when you dress up, they just tell you how beautiful you look. And all of a sudden, because your body has changed with how you've put on weight, they don't even appreciate you anymore, because they now seeing a nice, beautiful, young, slim person out there. So sometimes you're like, hold on, didn't you see my dressing? You'll be asking them, why? Am I not looking? It's like you're forcing to even get them to
acknowledge you.
Yes, and to tell you how beautiful you are. That a woman would go through. Because most of the time we want to, be acknowledged by our men. That, oh, you look beautiful. I like the dress you're wearing. It actually suits you. When they're not doing all those things, then it's another red flag as well.
Thank you so much. I believe that listeners, you are listening to the things that Linda is telling us. And one of the things he says that when they begin to be sneaking out, they become like what can we use them? Spider-Man. They quickly disappear and appear. They disappear and appear. Then it means that something is going on behind the scenes that needs to be addressed. And one thing that she also said, when they fail to appreciate you, your effort, you are whatever effort you make, they don't see it. It's like you do not exist at all. Then you must know that somebody is now for existing in their mind, existing in their heart, existing in their eyes, so they don't see you. And this is also a sign of infidelity, a sign of cheating. And so we must also look into it as well. One point that Linda also mentioned is that sometimes they hide to do phone calls. That one we will go into it. They hide to do phone calls, which is very, very much so. Sometimes they wait, they will try as if they lay in the same bed with you and then try and put you to sleep. And then they will get up and go and sit in the toilet. That's what the toilet. The toilet is hearing so many things. And that is where they go and do their calls and do their things. Or sometimes whilst you are sleeping, they pick their phone and begin to flirt with another woman, begin to chat with another woman. So we thank you so much, Mama Linda, for your contribution. If you do get more, please do come back and then also share. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, to somebody out there, you can also come in and then bring your comment. I appreciate that phone call from Mama Linda. And on the screen is the studio number 00447941353132. If you are calling straight from UK, then you don't need the code is 07941353132. There you are at the studio and your voices will be heard. And so somebody tonight, let your voice be heard. What are the signs of infidelity? What are some of the signs of infidelity? What are the men doing? What are the women doing? How can I tell? How can somebody tell that their spouse is cheating on them? What would they know? How would they notice it? That is what we are talking about. So if you have any, please call the studio line and make us aware as we continue to address the full issue of it. The phone is phone is something that is a blessing, but in the same way, it's causing so many havoc in marriages because of the things we do on it. The things we do on it. I have another caller. Hello, good evening. Who is there?
Good evening, very good calling.
Well, hello, Mama Josephine. How are you doing?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. So just like what the last caller, I think it's Mama
Linda, yeah.
Yeah.
So my addition to it is that they are very, they become all of a sudden very critical of everything that you do. Yeah, very critical of what you do. Everything you do, it's not as as great in their eyes anymore. They're also very selective in the places that will take you.
Wow, that is an eye opener.
Very selective in places that take you. The usual, a time where you spend together, like maybe all sitting in the living room, you tend to watch things together. All of a sudden, you begin, you see distances, there's that distance between the two of you. No more talking, no more jokes. Your jokes doesn't become any nicer anymore. Yeah. This is what I can say for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you, because I'm very grateful for your points that you have brought in, and then the one that strikes me is that they are selective of where they take you. So there are certain places they will not take you due to the fact that probably their side chick or who their side man or whoever will see you, and for that matter they will hide you. So they don't expose you that much. They don't tell people. Sometimes they don't even tell their friends that you are the wife, because their friends know what they do or they know about the side chick. So sometimes they hide you as a person, the main person, they hide you. They hide you in the sense that because they don't want other people to come and tell you the things that they are doing. Thank you so much, Mama Josephine. This is an eye opener. And to the point that they become critical, that one is very, very true. And everything you say now upsets them. Your words angers them. It is not only the men, it's vice versa. You can hear a man also where the wife is also cheating, where whatever the husband says, it's like you just want to throw a blow, because now you are getting the attention from somewhere else, and you don't see the need of listening to your spouse anymore. So they become too critical. The things that they laugh about in those days, it becomes a serious matter. It becomes something that they hold it on high esteem. There are things that mistakes that you will make, and then you will all laugh. Now, when you make that mistake, when they are with other women, it becomes critical. The whole world will hear about it. Or they can choose on that mistake and stay out of the home and decide that they are moving out of the house for just a simple mistake where it used to be okay with them. But now it becomes so detrimental that they will even use it as a grounds to stay outside. They will use it as a ground to spend hours without coming home because you have made a mistake. These are some of the signs that you should know that your spouse or your partner is engaging in extramarital affairs, or is becoming is cheating on you to per se. So it is cheating can be done in the context of a marriage and also in the context of every relationship. There are people that are married who have consummated their marriage, and there are some people that you are in courtship and yet they are cheating on you because your spouse may be seeing another woman or be seeing another person, and this brings so much pain. So thank you so much, Mama Josephine, for the highlighters that you brought. I can see Dr. Ren. I can see Dr. Ren. God bless you, Dr. Ren. We appreciate you and we thank you. He does a massive program on Rainbow Radio, and we appreciate you so well that you have joined this podcast. And thank you. And hear him. He says share, and continue sharing. And so we go to the point by point. If you have anything to share, please check on the studio, the screen, and then call the studio number and your voice will be heard. So one of the things that they are selective. When a man or a woman is cheating on you, they don't take you everywhere. They take you to certain places, but not every place because of what their acts and the things they do. So their usual joints, they will not take you there because somebody may see you and post a comment that they can't explain themselves. And so these are some of the things that is going on. I would love for the men also to call. It's like the women are calling. And then when you hear from the voice of the women, they are calling and talking against the men. So where are the men? So bring your voices as well. Because there are some women that also cheat. They are doing it. They are doing it. I tell you, they are doing it. Some story that I heard recently, it marveled me. It marveled me. And when the women do, they do it in extreme. When the women do it, they are so more double secretive than the men. The women they will even have children for you and you don't know it's your children. And so please, somebody also come out. How can you also tell that your spouse, the wife, your husband is also cheating on you? I think I've got another comment also there from Mama Sandra Afla says when you begin to feel distance from your spouse, this can be one of the signs. When there is distance, tension, there is so much tension. You are in the home, but as if there is a heat in the home. The person that you have been living with for years and it was friendly and everything, you feel like the person is no more even in the house. The distance is created. You can't reach, the barrier is built up. You can't reach out to them. And that is a sign, as Mama Sandra is saying, a distance in meaning that you can't easily reach out to them. You can't easily get them to do the usual things that they used to do. Now it becomes something of a struggle. It becomes something of a struggle. And so these are also another sign for you to know that your spouse or the woman or the man that you love is engaging in extramarital affairs. Now, there are certain things that we are also going to bring in the known as well, but I want some of you to also spill out the point. There are so many things that we can talk. Some of them, let me talk about mood. 3 weeks ago, I started teaching on moods, how mood can affect relationship. And one of the signs of a man or a woman who is cheating is their mood. Their mood begins to change drastically. Their mood begins to change drastically. They are no more the happy type at home around you. They are no more happy. They used to be, they always want to be around you. They are happy around you. But now, when they begin to engage or see somebody else, their mood changes. Their mood changes from the person that used to be so happy now becomes a moody person around you, and vice versa. Vice versa. Now, a person that sometimes probably you have a quiet one, you have a quiet wife or a quiet man. Now they all of a sudden they become too chatty. They become, you must know that something is wrong. So mood can also tell you that your spouse is engaging in extramarital affairs or cheating on you. And these are some of the things that will trouble the relationship and make the relationship imbalance. So when the mood is not centered right, when the mood becomes the angry mood, when the mood becomes the frowning one all the time, as soon as they set eyes on you, their countenance changes. As soon as they set eyes on you, they now feel like sometimes it gets to the point that hate step in. So let us also check the moods of your partner. Check them. Last time I made us know that some of the mood is due to the fact that the person has personal things that they are going through, or some of them too is because of what they are engaging in, because of what they are engaging in. And so they also, their mood change. Some of them is automatic, some of them it takes time. Some of them, as soon as they engage in it, you will know from their mood. It's drastic, it changed drastically. Some of them too, it takes time. Some of them to the pros, and then the ones that are the master crafted people, it takes time for before you can tell from their mood. But to some of them, as soon as they do it, their countenance change. Some of them, because they didn't plan to do it and they did so their mood is that from the beginning it starts by regret. They are regretting what they have done. Their consciences are weighing them down. So you can simply see from their act that something deep is troubling them. And if that thing is not sorted out, then it goes on and they do it again and again and again. It becomes normal. When it becomes normal, their consciences are dead. That time they begin to do it as much as they do, and without them feeling it or feeling the heat. So let us be careful and watch the mood of your partners. It's very, very important, especially the men. Watch the women. Women, we have mood swings. It's a lot. We swing anyhow. But if you are careful, you will know. If you are careful and watchful, you will know. And the women too, if you also a person, if you are not adamant enough, you will know. As for the women, we have something called the intuitive voice that every woman have. A woman can see something far off before it happens. Women have got it. But to the men, it doesn't happen easily for them. Unless the woman, you ignore your intuitive voice. You ignore that voice is telling you that something is wrong. Sometimes you will say that, no, it's my mind. Oh, no, I don't want to be thinking like that. Sometimes it is a sign that is speaking to you. Something is going on. Something is going on. It doesn't mean that you should go fight without evidence. It doesn't mean that you should go and attack your husband. I feel like something is going on. So what are you doing? No, that is not the best way to go about it. When the feeling comes, put your eyes down. Begin to watch things, movement and other things. Begin to watch. When you get the concrete thing that something is happening, that is where you look for the appropriate time, and then you confront your spouse and deal with that issue as quickly as you can. Because some of them can be dealt with, some of them can be eradicated. You can just bring it to an end. But sometimes if we take too long in addressing the matter, it escalates. And that is where it leads to divorce, and it leads to so many things where people are killing people, shooting people. As somebody will pick a gun and said, I'm shooting my girlfriend because he has cheated on me. And all these things, you need not to get into that level. If only we will pay attention and then look at the person that we are in relationship with, you will know. You will know. Now, one of the things that you also know is that the person's routine changes. Routine. The way they do their things usually begins to change. Now, if they're going to church type, you realize that they are going to church, their routine of going to church begin to withdraw. And if they are the person that wakes up early in the morning, now because they are having extra hand or extra things doing, they are mostly tired and they can't wake up during the time that they usually were committed in waking up. So there are things that they used to do, the routine things that they used to do will also change. That there are things that they may do for you, a spouse, a personal things they do for you, but it will also begin to change. Now you hear the sound of I am tired. You hear the sound of tired. I am very tired today. My back, today my nose. You begin to hear because they are engaging their time somewhere else. And for that matter, you realize that routines in the marriage, routines in the person's personal life begins to change. Then you will know that something is definitely wrong. Don't take this one for granted. When we talk about routine, we are talking about routine at work. That is where you can hear me engage in long hours in work. Long hours, they are alone, they are working, and then they said, I'm in the office. They'll tell my wife, oh, I'm going to have a meeting, and I will turn off my phone. And so when you call me and I don't, it's because I'm in a meeting. In fact, they are in a meeting, but not the usual meeting that you think of. So they turn their phones on, but they give you a warning before they do it, as if they are doing the right thing, or to make you believe that they are doing the right thing. So some routines change, the work aspect of it, and some of it, the way even their appetite, they lose appetite because they are eating somewhere else, especially the men. Especially men when they have another woman, because that woman, women like feeding the men. So they have somebody else who is feeding them. And so whatever the usual person, the wife does, they don't have appetite for it anymore because the routine of eating from your hands has changed. They are eating from somewhere else. So let us also be careful and watch all these things. And then also sometimes they suddenly take up another job. Suddenly they will take up another job. They will tell you that, oh, I am getting another job. Sometimes it may be true, sometimes it may not be true. So routines begin to change. So let us look into that. Or also had extra friends. Oh, now they begin to tell you that this my old schoolmate. My old schoolmate, I met my old schoolmate, and he says that father is dead, and then they are going to do funeral, so that I should go with him. They begin to add more friends to their friends. The friends that you usually know are no more the ones that they work with. Now they are telling you other friends. They are telling you other friends unknown to you, just because they are engaging in other aspects of extramarital affairs. So these are some of the routines that you and I must also put our eyes on. Now, one aspect is the one thing you can also know is the way they dress. Suddenly, you know that their appearance begins to change. Suddenly, you know that the appearance also changes. They take particular attention to what they wear. Now, let us look at a man who is not as dressy as he is supposed to be. Now finds a fancy girl who is dressed. Now they are now more concerned about their looks. They are concerned about what they wear because they are trying to attract somebody. They are trying to please somebody other than the one that they have. So they are dressing and everything change. In the same way women do it, and even women do it in extreme. You begin to know that the wife that was a covered up one now is beginning to expose certain parts of her body, is beginning to show certain things, are beginning to now wear the tight things to show the big complex of the body and all that. These are also a sign that that person is seeing somebody else because they want to please that person. Or sometimes some people will now begin to hit to the gym. They are so particular about themselves now, their looks. They can sit in the mirror, especially the women, sit in the mirror for hours trying to fix themselves before they go out. At first, they would easily step out, but now when they want to go out, they want to fix themselves, take hours to do makeups and do this and do that and do that. It is a sign that you men must also look into and watch that some things are changing. Some things are changing. Now, one of the things also that when we're talking about the phone calls, when the person suddenly does not pick phone calls in your presence, it is every time or when the person, they pick, hello, hello, and then they are gone. Hello, hello, and then they are gone somewhere before they can go and speak. It is a sign. When they are no more comfortable in your presence when some phone calls are coming, or they intentionally ignore some phone calls. Oh, this person, I don't want to talk to the, always, this person, I don't want to talk to the person. It's a sign, a red flag. So somebody, please be aware of that. When you see them always, particularly when the phones are ringing and they're pretending they don't want to pick it all the time, it is something that you must know that something is going on. I would like also those of you that are also there, please quickly call the studio line and also make your comment. I would like to hear the voice of the men as well as we go into it, deeper into it. We have a bit of few minutes to go, so let us do go into it as well, go into more into it. So somebody call the studio line. The number to call is 0044 7941 353132. 07941353132, and your voice will be heard. The voice will be heard. Now, I'm going to leave one spicy one for the last one before I project that one, because when we're talking on that one, I like going into details with that. Now, so to one also that you will know that that has changed is the spending money. You must know that the finances are now, there is ups and down in your finances because there is an extra mark or extra maps somewhere that are also feeding on the finances that used to be okay for you and your spouse or you and your children. Suddenly it is not enough. Suddenly it does not fetch anywhere, and you can see secret spendings, and one cannot account for it. You cannot account what they do with that money. Or somebody, sometimes they even lie to that, oh, I bought some medicine for my mother, I bought some medicine for my father. And then they begin to lie on these things because they are buying things for other people. That one, most of the time, is from the men's side. Most of the time is from the men's side. But I learned that today the women are also paying. They are paying the men. They are paying the men. Some women will go for a man and they are the one that is sponsoring the man. My God, what a shame. Now, so they are now sponsoring the man, buying this and buying that and buying that, in order for the man also to keep their secret as being a married woman. So they also now sponsor the man. So these are some of the things you will see. Decrease, which has also your finances become a problem. The things that they can buy for you easily, suddenly they don't have money to buy. Suddenly they don't have money to feed their children. Therefore, suddenly everything becomes expensive in the home. The same things that they used to buy becomes expensive. Why? Because they are spending somewhere else. And for that matter, everything becomes expensive. So watch that sign as well. When there is unusual spending, that is those of you that have joint accounts together, then you must see all those things. For those that have separate accounts, that is when you are demanding for something or you're asking for something and it's not coming. And every time it's so complain when the person still have their job, when the person is doing the same hours and everything, but yet that they are now complaining that money is not there, then you must know that they are using their money for some other things. And some of that things could also be to be like engaging another man or engaging another woman. So you must also know this as well. Put your eyes down and you will see when there is a change in the finance or the duties of the home. Now I don't have money to buy this. The children are eating too much. Why? How many children? Well, they eat a lot. But the same thing you have been buying for years now, all of a sudden, the man or the woman realize that the children is eating too much because they are now realizing that their finances are being drained from another source. So this is one of the things that we ought to know as well. Now, I believe that some of you are very, very much aware of lack of availability where the person is not there for you. It is sad. It's sad. It's very sad that the person that should be by your side in sickness and all those things, sometimes in your weakest moments, you can't find them. In your weakest moment, in your painful moment, a moment where you need somebody to speak into your ear, somebody to cuddle you, somebody to assure you that it all is well, you can't find them. You don't know where because they are not available for you. They are engaging in somewhere else. And this is a sign that there is something going on, especially the important one. I'm not talking about you. So some of the women craving for unnecessary attention. That is not what I'm talking about. Or some men craving for unnecessary attention. But where it is necessary, but yet the person is not there. Like you being in hospital and the person is not there. It is a sign for you to know that there is something going on behind the scenes. Or sometimes probably you have a very important occasion and the person begin to make excuses that, oh, let's postpone it, I'll do it for you another time, blah, blah, without any proper explanation. Proper explanation, like your birthdays, they forget. They forget your birthday, always forgetting. Some of them, it is not their fault. They have that. It's not that they are cheating, but their memory cannot pick those things, as such as men. But when a person, your birthday, they forget. Every time they are forgetting the important aspect of celebrations in your life, they forget. Then you must mark it as that person is also having an extra hand somewhere. And one of the things that are when we say they are not available, you can be in the same house, in the same couch, sitting down, but they are not available for you because their attention is somewhere else. Their focus is somewhere else. And sometimes when they see you coming, that they pretend they are sleeping. As soon as they realize that their husband is coming from work, they call into the couch and then begin to snore, and so that there wouldn't be any interaction with her, so that they don't get to talk to you. So they pretend they are sleeping the same way the men also do it. As soon as you hear the footsteps of the wife, they pretend to be sleeping and deeply sleeping that when you wake them up, they can't hear you. It's also signs that we must also know that something is definitely wrong in the relationship when they are not available. Their unavailability is a sign, always, I mean the word always, is a sign that they are engaging somebody else. So please note it, especially for important occasions, important meetings. They cannot be there. They are always making excuses. Please, it is a red flag that you must know. And then if there is no caller coming in, I'll take the last bit that I want us to take. And so somebody, if there is any other comments that you want to also put there, please do put your comments and then it will be read. Signs of infidelity. I believe that we have not gotten into the effect, how it affects how we affect the relationship, how we affect the one that is being cheated on and the one that cheated. Every one of them also goes through. Every one of them also goes through what effect. Let me take a caller. And so, a very good evening, Mama Sandra. It is saying, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, Mami. Thank you very much for this topic of discussion. It's a broad topic, but what I will comment on is when men or women become so possessive and also discriminate and differentiate what belongs to you and what belongs to them, that can be also another sign. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. That can be another sign. And also, I'll say this ahead of time. Sometimes too, when your spouse that doesn't gift you as much begin to gift you, it can also be a sign to covering something. When they become extra good, you know their limits, so you know the usual things they do for you. but this time it's like extra kind of, giftings and also being kind of extra romantic. That means sometimes they are practicing something somewhere and they want to practice at home as well. Or they want to do extra things for you to know that you are the only one. But maybe you are not. So that can be also a sign of, cheating or extra hand.
Thank you so much. You see, the 2 points that you brought is very, very vital. When they now begin to discriminate, this is mine, this is yours, now it is no more ours, it's no more for the two of you. Now it is mine, yours is yours. Then you must know that this person has something that they are hiding or something that they are doing behind the scenes. And as we also talked about, infidelity is not just the sexual aspect of it. We talk about the emotional one. We talk about the object. We talk about so many things, the micro ones. We talk about the ubarobos, the kwata of all of them, where they practice all of them. So some of you, we should be aware that when the person is now trying to differentiate, as Mama Sandra is saying, that, oh, this is mine and there's no more ours. And then one aspect is that when they are extra good, this person, hey, that then why, there was this thing, a survey that went on, and in the survey they told every woman to send I love you to their husbands, to send their I love you to their spouse. And so some of them sent it, and then the response they got back, I love you too. And some of them got the response, hey, who is holding my wife's phone? And some of them, my wife, are you okay? Is something wrong with you? Did you hit your head? Why? The simple fact is that they know that they don't usually say I love you. So getting the message I love you was something that shocked their partners. Why is my wife this today? Some of them to confess your sins. What did you do that you are telling me I love you? So you know your spouse so well that when they do things out of the usual, you must know that something is also wrong. Something is also wrong. Just as Mama Sandra is saying, they are trying to be nice to you. It is called the blindfolds. The blindfold, they are just trying to blind you so that you wouldn't know that they are cheating. So they do, sometimes they are accurate. They are showing you love, they are buying you gifts and everything, but yet they are still doing it. They are still doing things behind. There is a woman that the husband was doing extramarital affair for 15 good years, and she never knew. He said, I couldn't have told because my husband was doing everything right. Everything was right. Everything, he will give you the money, he will give everything, but yet he was doing it to the extent that he had children in it, So there are certain things also called blindfold. They do things to blindfold you so that you would think that all is well, but it is not well. So thank you so much for Mama Sandra. You have opened our eyes to it. When the person is extremely doing more than they are supposed to do for you, sister, don't just be there and smiling your head off, but you must also know that something is going on, something is cooking. And some of the women also do it. They buy you extra things. Some of them, they go and get the money from somewhere, and in order for them not for you to suspect, they use it to buy gifts for you, the men. The women also do that. They used to buy gifts for you so that you wouldn't suspect it. So today they are buying you this, buying that, and you don't even ask where the money is coming from. By the time you get to the point of complaining, you will realize, you come to the point of complaint, you realize that but you have even enjoyed the money more than anybody else, because you are enjoying the gifts and everything and never ask where it's coming from. If you know that this is not the usual way of your partner, please, and they are doing things abnormally, it is also a sign that they are trying to cover up something. Thank you so much, Mama Sandra. And the last one that I want to take for today, and the effect, we might have to take another time and talk on the effect. One of the things that I want to talk about is the sexual aspect of it. The sexual aspect of it is that when your spouse is engaging in extramarital affairs or cheating, now, two aspects of it you will know. The first thing is that sometimes that their sexual appetite decreases. Their sexual appetite decreases with you, the person. They are no more engaging in sex with you. Anytime I am tired, I just came back, I just did. So they don't have that constant or your usual way of making love is no more there. You wouldn't have it. You need to, some of them, you'll be begging for it. You are begging your own wife. You are begging your own husband. Why? Because the interest is in somewhere else. With the person is releasing themselves somewhere else. And for that matter, with you, it becomes less. With you, whether less or nothing at all. Nothing at all. You must not sit down when these things are happening. You are married and then you sit down a whole month. A whole month and no show. Nothing has happened and you take it as normal. It's abnormal. It's very, very abnormal. Don't sit there. Not to talk of 6 months, not to talk of months upon months, and you are sitting down and nothing at all has happened. You must be able to look. Sometimes it may not be that the person is doing it, but it may be that something is wrong with that thing, their manhood, or something is wrong with their, let me put in quote, in their sexual organs, which also needs to be addressed. So when the person is trying to shy away from sex, which it should be the benefit of marriage, then you must know that something is wrong. When it is not their usual self, but you must know that something is wrong. Now, another aspect of the sex aspect is that when the person now begins to be extremely demanding for sex, extremely. Now, first, probably you give the person twice a week and they're okay. But now, a day, he wants to do 5 times in a day. He wants to do, so when demands for sex become so high, it's also a sign that something has gone wrong. Just as Mama Sandra is saying, they have gone to test certain waters. And then now they want to come and show you, or they are now demanding more because their appetite has grown bigger. And so they are no more their usual self. They are no more their usual self for 1 or 2, they are okay. But now they are asking for more. It's a sign for you to also begin to question things and begin to look into things more. Now, when your spouse also bring weird styles, they bring weird styles. The styles that they are bringing is something you have not heard of. Sometimes they want to do some roller coaster and whatever things. Hear me. I'm talking about you must spice your marriage, your sex life. Definitely. You shouldn't do the missionary position. I don't know if you know the missionary position. The missionary position is always lying down flat and the man lying on you. It shouldn't always be so. There are other things that you can do. And then, but there are other things too that you must not engage in. You must not engage in. And so when the man begins to bring some wild sex styles and everything that sometimes may even endanger your health, then you must know that either they are listening, because remember, infidelity, we have the emotional infidelity where they also listen to certain things around. So this can also cause you know that something is wrong. Something is wrong. Now, some of you too, when you are in the act, listen to the words that are coming from their mouth. Some of you, because you are in the act, your senses in your alcohol, all your senses are gone. But you realize that sometimes they will be mentioning certain things or mentioning a name that is not your name, because it means that they are now they are projecting that person in their mind in order to have sex with you. There are so many men who do that. There are so many women who do that. They have left their exes or girlfriends or chicks, and therefore, for them to have, let me say, sexual enjoyment with their spouse or their wife, they have to project that one they love to have sex with in their mind in order to sleep with you. So sometimes it slip out of their mouth by the time your name is maybe your name is Baba. And by the time you realize that you were sleeping with Baba, but he's calling the name Ophelia, Ophelia, and making the noise. But because you two, you are so excited, you don't know that something is wrong. And then they are giving you a name that is not your name. It means that you are no more Baba, you are Ophelia lying down. He's seeing you as Ophelia. So this is a grounds of infidelity as well. When some man projects you wrongly in their mind, and some women do it as well. Women even do more, the worst of it. And so hear me, these are some of the places that whilst you are also enjoying, let your ears be attentive and be hearing what the things that they are saying. Some of them, they are giving you promises. Some promises to, at that point, you know, the men can say a whole lot. And when you ask them a whole lot, they will give to you. But after that, I was talking to somebody, say, Yeah, so they're at the peak of that, they say a lot. They say a lot, and they are opening up to say a lot. So please, some of them, it will be even confession. They are even confession for you to know, but because you are also too adamant, you can't get the confession, and then pretend you begin to think that he are giving you a pet name. There was this movie I didn't finish watching, but this guy got married to a lady, and then when he got to married to a lady, gave the lady a pet name, and gave a lady a pet name. And anytime they are going to make love, this man will want to play a particular song. A particular song, and then on their honeymoon, the girl was described, oh, this is romantic. The song you put and the pet name you gave me, my God, is so romantic. So he sees the husband as very romantic because of that gesture. Every time of making love, the man has to play that romantic song in order to sleep with the wife. Now, it is only when they went to the supermarket and then the man bumped into the ex and then called the ex by that pet name. Then the wife began to be shocked. Now, whilst they were all going on in conversation and talking to each other, hugging each other, as if the wife was not standing there. Now, the lady's phone began to ring, and it was the same ringing tone that the man has been playing for the wife to sleep with the wife. So now, this woman now realized that he did not marry me for me, but married me for the ex. So the things that he used to do with the ex, he now projected it in this one. So there are things that are happening, but if you are not attentive enough, you will not know. So these are some of the things that you must be attentive, because there are so many grounds of infidelity. We have studied it here. And so in the time of sex, please shine your eyes and know what is actually going on. When they call you Baba, let them know your name is not Baba. So you must let them know, address it, so that you know that Baba is trying to take your place. Or Baba is chopping your husband, or Mr. John is also chopping your wife. This one, let me say it plainly, because things are going on. So in the grounds of infidelity, when it comes to sex, there are so many things going on. There are so many things going on. And sometimes if you are, to some of the men, if you know your spouse well, and know them in details, when somebody has entered into them, you should know. You should be able to tell, especially the men knowing their wives. You should be able to know that something somewhere is not right. But some of you, it is only because you don't take care of the bodies of your wives. So it is only enter and out, you are gone. So you don't know much about them. But if you are so much also attentive to their needs and their body, you will know. You know when they are also suddenly the thing that they used to enjoy now is painful to them. You hold this one, it becomes something else. So you must also open your eyes to all these things. And so on today, I think we'll bring it to a close on this topic on the signs of infidelity. There are more that we can talk to. There are more that we can say, but we are going to we're going to remain on that. And we couldn't talk on the effect today, but there are more signs that we could talk. I don't know what the topic will be next week, but if we could, we will do the effect, and then if not, we'll add a bit to it. So let us also connect next week and then keep doing what we have to do. So please let us open our eyes. As I said, we are learning in order to also know and keep our homes, marriages secure. Keep our homes and marriages secure. There are some infidelity, when it starts, you can easily stop it if you are very attentive. But if you get it, you don't become attentive and you leave it to the very last stage of it, then it becomes so difficult for it to be healed, the marriage to be healed back, the relationship to get back to its normal state. So please, open your eyes whilst you are enjoying your husband, whilst you're enjoying your wife. Still open your eyes, attend to their needs, check, ask questions. When they are too quiet, as I said to us when we were doing mood, when your husband is too quiet, when a man is too quiet, it means something is troubling him. When a man is too quiet, holding his head and it means something is wrong. When a woman is too chatty, it's not all women. Some women too goes too quiet. But so when a woman is too chatty, you must know that something is not right. So you see that it's a difference between the man and the woman. So please check on all those things. When they are talking too much, they are talking on the phone, calling this one, calling this one. You must know that something is definitely wrong and address it. Talk to them, find out what they are going through and address it. Hear me. There is no relationship that is beyond repairs unless both of you are not ready to work on it. There is no relationship or marriage that is beyond repairs or beyond what you can enjoy unless you are not ready to put in the effort. If you are ready to put in the effort and work on your relationship, you'll be like you are living in a paradise. Love must be worked on. Love must be worked on. Love lives. One of my love quotes in my book is that love lives on sacrifice to survive. So anyone that says that they are in love and they don't sacrifice for the love that they are in, you are not yet in love. So you must put in the effort. You must do the work to make it very pleasant. That marriage you are admiring, that relationship you are clapping for them, that the man that and woman you are talking about them, they worked on it. They spoke on it. They did a lot of things. They put sacrifices in it, and that is why they are enjoying. And you can't do the same. So let us not sit down for our marriages or relationship to go back. Learn these signs and do well and be smart. When you see these signs, it is not about fighting. Let me add and conclude. It's not about going to fight your spouse. There are so many ways of handling issues. We will come to conflict resolution, how to confront it, how to confront such matters. How do I do? When I see that, I have seen the sign that 5, 10 signs that, my husband is cheating. What do I do? Do I pick a stick and go to the woman's house and then go and burn the house up? Or do I go and then take it, to do something to kill, no, poison him? No, there is no need for that. There is a way to go about it. So we will talk about conflict resolution, how to handle, how to cope in it, what you ought to do when we talk about the effect, and then how to handle what when you have gone through or you have find out that your spouse is cheating. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Mama Unbeatable, thank you so much. So next week we are back here again. And as I said, my guests are preparing themselves. So definitely you'll be seeing my guests very soon whilst we go into deeper into other areas. There are so many things we are going to learn. And I believe that if we take everything on board and work on our relationship, hear me, there wouldn't be much divorce. There wouldn't be much side chicks and other things and middle chicks and the middle cock and all that. It will not be necessary. Work on yourself and work on your relationship. Thank you so much for giving me your listening ears. I am grateful. My name is Reverend Doreen. I'll be back next week as we all gather again on Bed of Roses. To all the callers, thank you so much. Mama Linda, Mama Sandra, Mama Josephine, thank you so much. And to those of you that also contributed by putting your comment, God bless you. For those that also came to listen, God bless you. Whichever way you play a part, God bless you. And I'm grateful for your life. Thank you so much. Please come again and continue to share. You can still share this broadcast to somebody for them to learn. God bless you. Mama Ernestina, God bless you. Mama Unbeatable Mama Paduran says, you are teaching, Pa. We bless God and we thank God. Mama Paduran says, God bless you so much. I receive it in Jesus' name. Mama Sandra says, very true. Amen and amen. And Mama Sandra also says, be attentive. Keep going. He said, keep going. Yeah, mommy. Thank you so much. As you go into this, we will go into it. We are going to find a time and talk about that particular area. I like talking on that, so I will not even mention. We will go into it, and I believe it's going to be fun, and then we will learn a lot. It is for us to learn and then explore in the right manner. Hear me, as we're talking on sex, I was telling that don't do missionary positions alone. If you are married, please, ye styles kakra. Why? Also your person, but don't go do things that will jeopardize your life. Now, let me just make it clear and simple. Annual sex, be careful. It is not good for you. By the time you realize that your anus have been open and you are putting on pampers, hear me, I will definitely talk on this one. Hear me, you can do other things, but please, as you are venturing into that, be careful what you are doing. And the men, please, I know the tighter, the sweeter for you, the men, but be mindful of your wife, be mindful of your family, that this thing is not the usual way of doing it. And whilst you are doing that, you are endangering your wife, you are endangering their health. And then when it comes, I know somebody, as at now, this person is in Pampers. When we talk about Pampers, yes, the Pampers, and when the physics is coming, no control. So when he's walking in town, he can easily, let me use my word as my father would say, shit. Then we can easily shit. God help me. So let me end here. And so please do well and then do the right things. And whilst you enjoy your sex life, but make sure you enjoy it in the right context, and may the Lord bless you all. Amen and amen. I know you will laugh. I know you will love Mama Sandra. Aha. And then Julie, God bless you. You are doing well. I like when Julie contributes. I love it. She's sometimes the first person to contribute, and I'm taking note on that as well. Julie, God bless you. And to every one of you listening to me, God bless you. And Mama Pasi, unbeatable grandmother, Julie's grandmother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mama Ernestina too is laughing. Yes, there are so many things. We have to enjoy life, but work whilst we are also enjoying. God bless you, and we will come back again next week. It is bye-bye for now. Love you. Keep your marriage spicy and keep it going and keep it stronger and keep it good. I mean good and very good. God bless you. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Let me give you that song that I love before I go. So somebody, you can also enjoy the song. I think I saw a comment. Let me read it before. Okay. It is a bye-bye comment. Okay. Mama Sandra said, bye-bye, mommy. God bless you. Mary, God bless you. I saw you there. Sorry that I didn't acknowledge you. Mary, God bless you. Mary Adute, God bless you. God bless you all. Enjoy the song whilst we all groove.
Hey, I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you times two. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback look feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down, relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking, you got me dreaming, you got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you beg it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother, get on my brother's nerves, maybe even